Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Linux Renaissance. Today I will want to talk to you about a very value proposition console, games console, a retro games console. So this is something I would classify as a community project, and I am going to explain why am I calling it that. Welcome back. Before we continue further, first a word from our sponsor, which is of course me. If you like what I'm doing here, if you appreciate the contents of this channel, give it a like, give it a subscribe, maybe support me on Coffee. And with that being said, let's go on with the remainder of this video. Okay, unboxing first. So it's a fairly nice little box here, and the best thing about this thing that makes it a value proposition is basically the 35 euro price. So let's turn it on. Okay, while this is booting, and yes, I definitely did that. While this is booting, let me just show you a couple of accessories over here. Well, this is my Wi-Fi card because the thing doesn't come with a Wi-Fi, and I'm gonna explain why this is good. You get a couple of wipes and a screen protector. This doesn't come bundled with the unit, just the screen protector here. So let's get this out of the way. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to see over here is that the unit name is called R36S. And it's not really a branded device per se. It's well, you could call it a Chinese console or whatever, but generally it seems to be a model but without a firm branding. And the reason why it doesn't have branding, well, I have no clue. Inside you will find an ARM CPU with an Arcos operating system pre-installed. In there you get a microSD card. You can choose between 64 gigs or 256 gigs. You get another slot here as an expansion for your games. This one, however, doesn't quite like just any SD card, so you're going to have to be careful about this one and read the wiki. There is a community wiki which is really good. So what do we have here? You have a charger port and you have a USB on the go port and your headphones jack. So the best possible use for on the go port is basically to hook it up to your computer, transfer stuff, or as I have hooked up a little Scalameria here, you can plug in one of the Wi-Fi modules and have it connected to the internet to make it easier for you to use the scraper for downloading thumbnails for your games, descriptions and stuff like that. So this is basically a retro gaming emulator, and all of the emulators are pre-installed out of the box. As you can see, you get like Amstrad, GX4000, you get arcade emulators, you get your Capcom systems, this one, MAME, Atari, another Atari. Sorry about not showing it directly to the camera. You get this one. I'm not allowed to pronounce this name into the camera, or this one, or this one, or this one. Well, Virtual Boy, I can say that out loud. This one, not so much. We have Sega Master System, Sega Saturn, Dreamcast, Game Gear, what is it? Neo Geo Pocket, PlayStation, PSP, another PSP, Vectrex, very popular computer back in the day, MSX, MSX2, Sinclair, Commodore, VIC, Pico. Okay, Pico is a how do they call it? It's a fantasy console. which has a fixed hardware, imaginary hardware, right? So you have to code within the specs of the imaginary hardware. It's actually quite great. I'm going to show you some games. You have PC ports here. We can start with these actually. RetroArch, all games, favorites. Favorites is really a useful category. Let's go back to ports. Okay, so if you go to ports, you're going to get some ready-to-play ports. For example, Jump and Bump. It's a free game made quite a long time ago, and it is about bunnies that jump on each other's head and they kill each other. It's a really fun and addictive family game. And you can play it like 4 players at once, locally seated. You're going to play 1 player here, 1 player there, but generally you can hook up another controller or something, but it is doable. You can also install this one on PC, on any operating system. Prince of Persia, Super Tux, and stuff like that. This game, I actually didn't download the thumbnail for it, but I can show you Diablo. So this is actually a free project called DevilutionX. You can get it on any operating system. Literally, you can get it on PlayStation 4, on Xbox One, on any kind of emulation machine. You can get it on Amiga, you can get it on Linux, you can get it on OpenBSD, whatever. It's a completely free game. Concerning the code, right? The code is remade completely, but it's 100% compatible with the original game. And being compatible with the original game, you have to purchase the original game, which is what I did. I own this game on GOG. So you have to use the MPQ files and put them in the folder of this game. So if you go to single player, you can go to Dart, load game, and you're going to see what it looks like. Basically, this is just the beginning of the game, so nothing incredible special that you can see here. Maybe we can go on into the monastery and maybe kill a couple of monsters just for fun. There we go. The monster is going to kill me, actually. Am I even doing something? I am. Okay. Anyways, you can map keys on the rear buttons, and no matter how they look a little bit weird in this straight position, they're actually quite comfortable. And the way I use them is basically with the tips of my fingers. I just reach for the second ones, and the first ones I reach with this part of my finger, like this. So I can like reach them all at once, and it works quite well. Okay, let's kill the game. I have set it up on all of the games to quit the game by pressing these 2 buttons, select and start at once, and it doesn't do anything if you don't do it twice. So you have to press 2 keys twice in a row in order to confirm what you are about to do. Let's go back and see Pico, for example. Which one was it? Like Boom, Celeste. Actually, Celeste is a demake of original Celeste platformer, but for Pico. Let me show it too. Okay, I'm not that good at jumping, but generally it is a really good demake, like really playable, and I recommend you to try it. Even if you don't have this device, you can load up Pico 8 console on any of your systems. The next thing I wanted to show you, well, this is actually a good chance to show you the screen a little bit. So if you can see how much, sorry, I went away from the microphone. If you can see how much it works, like on the edges, on all of the sides, yeah. So basically this screen is perfection, and Why I'm mentioning this is because this is 35 euros. The entire device is 35 euros. So that's kind of crazy. The battery seems to be lasting about 4 to 6 hours. I can't really give you a precise information because it depends on which kind of game you're playing, but I think you can depend on it to get you a little, like roughly 4 hours. I have disabled the percentage number in the battery indicator because this device doesn't have the electronics required to detect the very precise percentage of the battery state. It kind of relies on the voltage. So when you're playing, it can drop uh, suddenly, and if you're watching the percentage, right? And when you stop playing and put it idle a little bit, then it can go up again, and it's a little bit weird, but what you can expect from 35 euros. Battery will last as much as it is supposed to last, but the percentage indicator is not that reliable. Maybe this is not actually a bad scenario where I can show you how the Wi-Fi works. Okay, let's go to Sinclair. Everything has an image. Everything has an image here as well. Okay, this was a bad way to demonstrate something. Mind you, the entire package that you're buying is very well put together and you don't really need Wi-Fi, but in case you download some games and want images for the collection, right? You're going to use the Wi-Fi because this is the most easily uh, approachable way to get the images, right? So here it seems to not have any images. Okay, that's a good chance to try to get it. Scrape, searching. There you go. Now we have a little video about this game, and it's like a representation of what you can expect when you start the game and while just browsing your games list. You can also go to the main category of the scraper, to the main menu of the scraper, and just tell it to download all of the images and videos and description for all of your games, and it is going to do that automatically. It is going to take a while, but it is fully automated. A little bit slow, but automated. Let's go to settings. There we go. You can mount and unmount USB drives if you hook them up here. There are various settings that you can use, like network information, file manager, remote services if you want to reach this Linux device remotely, password changes, changing the LED lights, color, stuff like that. You can go to tools, Portmaster. Portmaster is actually the software that manages your PC ports. So this is how I have installed DevilutionX. There are quite a lot of uh, like ports. Let's go to all ports, and here you can see all of the available ports that you can use, download. For many of them, you are going to have to purchase a game and provide the files needed for the port to work. But generally, there are a lot of PC games that have been ported to well, let's call it Portmaster, right? There are quite a lot of them. Let's just exit this one. So team is how you're going to change the login part, the logo. There are quite a lot of options that help you to customize the device. Of course, you have seen it booting, and it has shown the Linux Renaissance logo. That's kind of a nice little thing that I have did. Gamma, we don't need to set this up. Device type, okay, this is where you choose your device, because there are a couple of models, different ones. Video boot, if you want to provide a video file that is going to be automatically played on boot up. Backup RCOS settings, if you're going to transfer something here and there. Actually, quite a lot of my friends already have this device just because it's so approachable financially. So that's kind of neat. Controller tester, quick mode, global hotkeys, stuff like that. Restore a lot of default settings if you screw up something. That is kind of nice. And this is pretty much the end of the demonstration that I wanted to show you. Let's go a little bit to Commodore. Maybe we can find, actually, let's go to favorites. I'm just gonna show you some of mine that I like to play. Some of these names I'm not really allowed to pronounce out loud, but you can see them over here and get a better understanding of what fun games from the old times are there to be played. So it's a really nice system, and pretty affordable and available. Okay, you can pause it just by locking the screen like your phone, and that's going to put it to sleep for a while. The light is going to stay on so that you know that you didn't really shut it down, but it doesn't really use too much power. It can sleep for quite a long time. Okay, just to finalize this video, the operating system Arcos is officially dead, but unofficially, the community has taken over the maintenance of this Linux distribution. And I'm going to show you our wiki page, also community maintained, where you can find a lot of resources on which sellers you should be buying this device in case you decide to buy it, just so that you don't buy a fake one. And believe me, this might look like a fake device on its own, but there are fakes of the fakes, if that makes sense. So if you will want to get a kind of a community support, as I said, there is a community around this device, you will want to buy one of the official models. There are a couple of differences between the official models and the fake models, which is mainly the screen type and the screen, like the official screens that are supported by community. There are a couple of them, and they are all listed like from which sellers you're supposed to buy, because if you buy a version that has a weird different screen, totally incompatible, you're not going to be able to install community maintained Arcos operating system, which is, as I said, Linux. I mean, you will be able to install it, but you will have to back up some of the files from the version of the device that you are going to buy, and then transfer it to the SD card where you're going to install the new version of Arcos. It's getting slightly more complicated, but the thing is, if you just want to enjoy a lot of retro gaming experiences, you really don't have to do anything. The worst thing that can happen to you is what happened to me, is that you're going to get a very slow SD card, which you're going to have to DD to another card. Because mine was painfully slow. The whole device was booting for 10 minutes. No joke, 10 minutes to boot up the device. And after I have changed the SD card, now it boots up in 20 seconds. So that's a huge difference. And imagine waiting for the games to load on a SD card that is like 20 times slower. not the most pleasurable experience. If you're lucky, you're going to get a good card. If you're unlucky, you're going to have to buy another card. But generally, just DD the entire card to another one, and that's going to fix it. Overall, the buttons are very clicky and tactile, and I don't have anything bad to report. Like even the Joy-Con types of the controller mushrooms or whatever you call them are pretty okay for this price. They serve me in Diablo pretty good, and that's going to be it from me today. If you liked it, give it a like and subscribe. Maybe reward me on coffee. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down, and I'm gonna see you in the next video that's not about video games.